Okay, a tutorial for something by George Harrison. The intro rhythm riff is going to be an F to an E flat to a G to a C. Okay, so F, the E flat, you're barring the 6th fret, playing like an A in that position, and then the G and the C you can just bar. So, but it's good to get this progression, because this is going to be when the lead's going. Okay, so the rhythm's going to be. Okay, so something in the way. Okay, so and that we're right into it with that C, with that ending C. Okay, and that progression for the once the words begin, it's a C. Now I bar it here, and it's probably the best way to play to control it, but you're going to be playing kind of a descending progression, a C, which is, you know, you're just holding all three of those down. However you want to do it, you can do it like this, but your second chord is going to be a C major 7th, where you're dropping that middle string, or the G string, down 1 fret to make a little backward triangle, okay? And then the third chord, you're just going to be lifting your middle finger so that the G string rings, or is open, I'm sorry, or open at the bar. So that 3-chord progression is something in the way. This is the C major 7th. Okay, so it's C, C major 7th, 7th. So it'll sound. To an F. Okay, now this F, the way you can do a little descending riff with the E note here, okay, by playing the F and then kind of lifting your index finger to play an E, so it'll sound like this. It'll go, and you go to the D. So again, from the beginning, it's. Okay, so it's that E, or that, you know, if you're barring it, that's an F note there on the low E, but then when you open it, it's an E descending and right to the change to the D. Okay, so it's something in the way to a G. She moves me, and then this we do a little slide up if you want, where you're kind of plucking the low E and the high E as you're sliding up. You're really not playing the strings in the middle, so it's. And then it's the A minor descending progression. I don't want to leave her now. Okay, and this little descend is basically on the D string, because when you're playing the A minor chord, your pinky is on the D string, and your middle finger isn't doing anything, but your middle finger is going to pick up that D string when you lift your pinky, so it descends, and then the third part of that progression is you're going to lift up that finger so that the D string rings. So it's, I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how, to a D. And then the intro. Okay, so that's kind of the intro verse to a turnaround to the second verse, and you do the whole thing again. Now the only thing that's different the second time around, we don't end on a C. We don't go. Instead, we go from the G. Instead of going to a C, we go from G to an A, and that's kind of that bridge part. So it's. Do, 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 do. You're asking me. Okay? And that progression is an A. And you can play the A here, or you can play it there. I'll play it here. Or, well, I'll play it here. So that's you're asking me. That's a C sharp minor. So it's you're asking me, will my love, and that's an F sharp minor. An F sharp minor. Back to an A, and I like to do the open A there because it's close to that. All right, so that progression is you're asking me, will my love grow? I don't D. Okay, so it winds up kind of with a D and a G, and then there's this little descending progression, which is very easy, which I'll show you. So again, that progression is you're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know, I don't. And then this descend is just from the fifth fret E, low E string. It just goes. Wait, I'm sorry. And right back into that same progression on the A. Okay, so it's you stick around, now it may show. I don't know. This is a little bit different here. If you go to a kind of like a C chord. Oh, can't see it there. And that's the note that's going to be this descend here, and it's going to go. Or that's the first three notes, so it's all right. So the way this goes is right. All right, and then right to a C, to the normal verse progression, and this is where the guitar solo is going to be. So it's back to that C. Do 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 do. Do do do. The whole progression through, and then there's a little different ending. We'll figure that out.